Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, or is it morning? Wherever you are, it's the right time. So, welcome everybody, and once again, welcome to JJ and her
Hi.
group, Tutah Speaks. Thank you again for being here, and we're closing out this year's cycle, and I believe we did all 12 months, haven't we? We have.
I know I had to skip one.
Did you? Okay.
But yeah, we
Yeah.
almost did it.
We almost did it. I
Yeah.
think you were going camping because
Yeah.
you were away. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yes. So, so glad to be here with you all. I'm going to try to stay focused and uplifted for us today. I'm still not tip top, but I feel like I can get all the healing I need here today or at 4 o'clock when I have my other light language person come in. So, welcome and thank you for all being here. Today is 12/12, which is fabulous. I mean, I can't believe. And by the way, JJ and I will be here on 1/1 to start over again next year. So do plan
Mhm.
on joining us again for the new year. Um, we're going to be doing a healing today. JJ and Toot is going to come through and give us a healing. But let's talk a little bit about 12/12, JJ. Um, I have information that says that we're at the heart portal. This is the heart portal. Plus, today's the new moon, I believe. So
Whew.
we've got no wonder why we're feeling sort of, you know. And
Mhm.
I was telling JJ that I read last night that there's a hole in the sun that's as big as you could fit 60 Earths in it. So that's pretty
Whew.
big.
Yeah.
And it's facing us. So we're just getting, yeah, we're getting bombarded with 5D. We're getting bombarded with the energies of the earth right now, and also from the sun. So give yourself a
Mhm.
break. We're also in Mercury retrograde starting today. So, take a little bit of extra time. Yes, Ness, the new moon is in Sagittarius. Thank you. That's wonderful.
Mhm.
Um, so number 12 is linked to our heart center from what I've read. And, we all need to remember to keep our heart center open and full of love and compassion and unity. But it's reminding us to release emotional blockages, to feel more love, and to feel more connection. And of course, there's nothing more beautiful than feeling the connection of this community and exponentially as it goes around the planet. So I'm going to go ahead and let JJ. We'll say hi to everybody when we're done the healing, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And both JJ and I have our seasonal lamps on so that we
Yeah.
can
You can
feel a little.
you can see mine in my glasses.
And mine's across the way. I think you could see them in mine. It really
Yeah.
does help. It really does.
Yeah.
So, no further ado. Go right ahead, JJ and Tuda.
Great. Right before we went live, I was connecting. You guys will hear. I just fed the bearded dragon, so he would be a little bit more quiet. But he's
So
very
he's got
energetic.
something. He's got something to say. Yeah.
He does, and I would put him on the floor, but the cat is also in here, so that's not a good combo.
Hmm. Hmm.
We don't want to open a portal up for that. But
No.
they were actually. I'm not sure if we have any symbol people here. I saw that Gerald from Tarot Stash was here. But I'm getting a lot of symbols today when I'm checking in, and they have a physical connection to the symbols coming in. So, and I'm getting goosebumps with that. And so this is this is my notebook. And so they did this really cool symbol. And it's something that they were showing me. It's something to wear on the head. And then this
Oh,
thing goes over the third eye, but I love that it's infinity.
yeah, it is
Um,
infinity. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And so that has third eye, heart, and breath. Um,
Mhm.
this one, this one came in strong. I'm not sure. That kind of feels like antenna connection.
Oh,
Also, it kind of goes with the voice as well. And then I got this really cool, and that there's the moon in the middle of the two crescents, and that's throat, kundalini, pelvic floor. And then of course they came in with my equal-sided cross, and they said it's okay to sit in the middle of the crossroads. And crossroads doesn't mean like that we're lost or we don't know what direction we're in. It just means sometimes the crossroad just means to be in balance. So just sitting and resting in balance without tipping the scales. So yeah. And then you had mentioned 1212 also works with emotional blocks.
Right.
So,
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I got goosebumps, Jonathan. Cool. That's cool.
Well, we've seen it on the tarot card, of course, several times. Yes. So yeah.
That's so cool. Okay. I'm just going to step aside, and for any new people here, the best way to receive light language, and probably for your guest later on today, is to just open up the heart space if you feel like this is something that you would like to give permission for. Just open up your heart space. You can close your eyes. You can doodle if you're a doodler, however it works for you. Ink's just going to do scratching, so okay.
That's okay.
And they are going to talk about how some of us right now, if they usually see things or feel things, it might be a little hazy. It might be like a little fuzzy, or things aren't super clear. The things that are coming in aren't super clear. And so hopefully we'll chit chat about that. Apamau kukanoka ishamauka. Ye panu titauka ishtatau. Ipakunaka ka noishiwa. Apanu tita. Ishamauko enama ishawa. All right, I gotta get rid of the bearded. I gotta get rid of the cat so the bearded can run around.
Whatever you want, honey. It's okay. Yep. It doesn't bother us, but if it bothers you, then that doesn't help. So thanks to everybody.
I'll show you my fat cat.
Oh my goodness, look at that baby.
Yeah, this is Mozzie, short for mozzarella. Look at that belly.
Wow, big baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to let the bearded dragon out, so here's the cat. Come here, buddy. You want to go run around, don't you? Okay. This is him. He just has to go. He's got to go.
Well, there's another cat on the floor. Is that all right?
Nope, that one is a Chihuahua that is scared of everything.
Chihuahua. Okay, the Chihuahua likes the. All right. Yep. All right. No problem.
Here we go. Pakota. Patita mauka tana mashita. Yeah, pamauka. They are showing us as if they're showing me a stick. And one of my favorite sticks or branches is when it's in the shape of a Y. Pakuanuka, patukanoshtita. And they're presenting this upside down. So the Y part is facing down. Kuanue kashamauka. Atitanuka mashtitauka. Patitanoshtita. And they're talking about when we draw stick figures, it's similar to this Y stick. Paku anatita. Ashtatamauka katanashtita. And they're saying, Topalnoshtita, right now for some of us, it might feel like we are that stick figure walking. There's no joints, you know what I mean? So if you're walking and like your hips hurt, your knees hurt, your ankles hurt, they just show us like there's no bending. So that's just if anybody is having any joint issues. Atutama pauka naka ishmaka. Atitanoshtita ma paukui. Mak paukui. Titanoshtita. Apamo ko ushiwa. And they're saying that we can go ahead, like wood is something that can be carved. They're also saying that bone, bone can also be manipulated. Yetita, pakunata, mama ishiwa. And they're also talking about when we're doing like that manipulation, where we might go in for a surgery or, removing something, but we could also, manipulation could also work the other way, where we add things in. So if like your joints are sore, come here, or if maybe you don't have, like, that where the Tin Man needs a little bit of extra oil.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. They're like, let's try that for these people who are having a really hard time with the hips, because they did bring in this card. So working on the lower extremities, like working on the bones and the joints. I'm laughing because it's like an Animal House over here.
Well, and I've got a different kind of joint here. We all need to laugh.
It's so funny. I wish, like, if you squeezed him, like powdered smoke would come out.
Oh,
like
I know. Wouldn't that be cool?
Cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll do is go ahead and tell my family to get all the animals away from me. Hold on 1 second. So if we're just thinking about this lower extremity, and so starting at the belly button, and going to the back of us, just seeing that the muscles are becoming softer on that lower spine in the back. Right there where it gets into the hips. Atita. Just going in there and whether we're aware or unaware of how to make these muscles stretch or relax. Just giving our bodies permission to release anything that is tense in that area. And going around the front with the pelvic bones. Just relaxing every muscle right there. And breathing in and releasing. Yapanui Anota. And just imagining, in shamanism, we do these things called bands of light. So as we go through and we release these muscles, going down into the hip, into the thighs, into the buttocks, into the pelvic floor. We'll put a band of light that goes all around this hip area. Just wrapping the pelvic floor in this beautiful healing band of light. And this also works on the digestion as well. Kuka kuka natanoshtita. Yetita. And the band gives us support. Maupaku natapako ishimakawa. Yetitana. Paku tanoshtita. It's just a reminder that throughout our day today, we can go ahead and just imagine anything that is tense in that area to just go ahead and breathe and release and see your muscles melting, kuta, softening, kuta, kuta. Anukanuka pa ushe maukia tia. Ya pamauka ma ushtitauka. Ya titana papanu papaku ushe mauka. Ayetita. And just working that area, patuta, like the pubic bone, they're saying, kuka matuka, ishtita, makoetita. And this is just relaxing any muscles again. Pakotita, atutitanoka ishiwa. And they are writing pakota symbols, atutama pakotitanoshtita for this area. They're I'm seeing them, the language is symbols. Atutitonoshtita mauka. I see it in gold. Pamoko eshewakya. And what they're doing is they're placing these symbols, these words in the palm of our hands. So you can bring the palms of your hands up to receive. So they can place this in your hands. Pakota, yatanashtita mauka. And when you're ready, this is like a love letter for you. Pamaku iti tanoshtita. From like your soul self, your inner teacher. Kutanoma ka ashema ka ewa. Eya panoshtita. And they say also the creator. Amashtitauka. So when you're ready, you can put those healing letters below the belly button, anywhere in that area that you feel called. Pakonaka unata. Pamakuka mashewanui. And they also want, if you put your hands back up, they want to give some extra symbols. Autotanoshtita for your back. Anuyapama pakotita. And this one has at first they presented it as like a silver color, but it's showing me as if it's somehow related to fire. Kuka ma ishtetauka. Yamatutama kotitanoshtita. And they're like, it's not like a huge fire to like, get a train going or this isn't to like energize us. It's just some comfort and love. Because the lower back area helps us with our support. So patukanoshtita, if you'd like to receive those symbols, anutitanoshtita, and then place them anywhere on your lower back. Kotama, atitamama kokayewa. Tiamaka. Atitanoshtitao. Atitanokama eshtitao kanaka yewa. They want to also put your hands back up. They also want to give us symbols to finish out this circle. This one's going to be for our sides and our hips. Pakota, natatashtita, yetita. And when we finish this circle, kotanoshtita of these symbols, yetita mamaku ashimauka, yetita, you can put your hands on your hips, your sides. And they say breathe that in and relax. And we're just going to follow this energy down through the hips, through the thighs, relaxing our muscles as we go into our knees, the front of the knees, the back of the knees. And again, releasing anything that is tense, whether we're aware or unaware of it. Panuka, Ashtita Paku Ama Yewa. Putting our hands up to receive some more. Patu Tanoshtita for the knees, for the people who are having a hard time. Pakunaka. Yay, Anuka, Anuka. Eshtita ma pakuka, ma eshemauka pano ma eshtita. Ye tama pakuta tanoshtita. Ye tita. And then placing that on the front of the knees, the back of the knees. Okawa shamauka. Tita, tita. And when your hands are on your knees, pa pauko tita. Just breathe that in and receive. And relax. And just know that that energy goes where it needs to flow. And talking about that manipulation of bone, pakotita, tendons, just receiving what we need to receive. And then going further down into the lower legs, relaxing and feeling this energy going. And if there's anybody with some issues with their circulation, we just ask for a little bit of extra love and attention to get the blood flowing if it's appropriate in the lower legs. And we can also receive for our ankles. So putting our hands up to receive. It's so funny. For me, I'm seeing they're placing bones in my hand, like I might need some extra calcium or something. So if it's possible, you can go ahead and touch your ankles all around, and imagine you can imagine your hands there too if you're not in a place where you can do that. And also imagine your hands. The palms are underneath your feet. Just kind of drawing those symbols down from the belly button down. Bringing any medicine that is needed or wanted. And just remembering our connection to Earth. And knowing that the Earth has all of these wonderful minerals and hydration, and it grows our food. And now that we're open in this area, we can also just ask Earth to, if it's appropriate, to gift us with any minerals, any deficiencies that these human bodies would like to receive right now. The essence of these. Pakonaka. Yeah, titanash tita. Some of us are getting smothered in soil. It's really fun. They're like, here you go. They're making mud pies out of us. And they say that this is something that you might feel throughout the day. They're happy to do it. They do know that our bodies are feeling the changes around us as well. And they just want to bring in some extra energy for people who are having an issue with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Jonathan was seeing a silver bowl with a small fire, and Gerald was seeing, the stick you said with the two.
Yeah.
He said like two forms of energy coming down into the crown chakra, which is really interesting. Yeah. No wonder we get a little overwhelmed at times.
Yeah. I mean, I never think about the, it's always like, spiritual stuff and connecting to spirit. And it's like, oh, wait, what about our bones and our ligaments and our joints?
What I love that you did was when we were holding our back, it also helps us with our kidneys. And so, because that's right where your kidneys are, in that area.
Yeah.
And so I needed that. And a lot of people in the chat are saying this is exactly what they needed. And I'm thanking the Tutahs. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like having a cup of tea with ourselves.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Like nice and gentle and relaxing.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if anyone out there, let me see what the question is. Does anybody out there in the community have any ideas of what things we can put on our bare feet underneath? That's what they're asking. Like a crystal or a special stone, or do you guys, we're such a good community. I'm wondering if you guys come up with any ideas.
Well, Pisces rules the feet. So whatever stones resonate with Pisces, I would think would resonate with us. So if anybody here's a Pisces and you know your stones,
I do.
Are you Pisces?
I'm a Pisces.
Okay. So what stones do you rule Pisces? What stones rule Pisces?
Well, there's aquamarine.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Smoky
hypnicity.
quartz.
Yeah.
Okay. And clear quartz, Kelly. Okay.
Mousy, what is that? Can you explain? Mousy says, I have used magnetic
souls
salt
or soils. I don't know. A bloodstone, I get. Amethyst.
Bloodstone. Oh,
something grounding. Yeah, you could use a black stone like a tourmaline or shungite. Yeah.
okay.
Oh, this is good to know because I have neuropathy in my feet. I hardly ever feel my feet. So when you were talking about, I got one of those machines that you can exercise on, but you can also, it just it shakes up my legs, and it's been helping with my neuropathy. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Annie says malachite.
Oh, you put them in your shoes. Okay.
Anoint the soles of your feet with sacred oils. Thank you, Jonathan. Is that what you're talking about, Mousy, as well? What Jonathan just said? All right. Wow.
What kind of oils would you recommend, Jonathan? I'm curious.
Tektite clears bad energy. Water. Ooh, a stone anklet. I love that.
I love tektite, and I have to find mine. I know I have some somewhere.
Lemongrass, Callie says. Lemongrass. Salt, maybe, Teresa says.
Oh, that feels good too.
Yes, Karen, I think I will put the grounding mat on my, because I lay on a grounding mat on my bed. So.
Grounding mat.
I just want to share some cards that I pulled while you were doing the first thing is you're wrapping up this chapter of your life, and it's time to move on gracefully. But you can't do that unless your feet and legs and hips and knees. So it was like perfect. And of course, this is the last month of the year, so that's why that came up. And it says here that you also need to hold space and hold it for yourself. And Jonathan said he felt like a silver bowl with a fire. It doesn't quite match what you said, Jonathan, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
Finally, I get spiraling up. You're on the verge of a lucky break. Take risks and be on the lookout for a leg up. And so it's all the lower extremities.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Eliza says, how about a salt block as used in cooking? I love that.
Yeah. Don't you also give those to the deer if a salt lick? Isn't it?
Yeah, that's what came to my mind.
That's what she means.
For a horse. Yeah.
All right. So Gerald had a comment. Terahertz? I don't know that I've heard that. Is that also part of like outer space coming in from? Yeah.
Okay. The dragon just ran across my feet. He's like, dragon. You just need a bearded dragon.
Just ground yourself with the dragon.
Yeah.
Rosemary oil. All right. Chefs use hot salt blocks in cooking. Oh, okay. All right. Wow, see, you guys are awesome. I tell you,
Yeah.
you're always letting us know all your stuff, and it's so important. So, local Lolo, a pair of shoes I've worn for 20 years are broken down. I'm now stretching up my next pair. You've worn shoes for 20 years, honey? Oh my God. That's amazing. I don't think mine would last that long. Whenever you're trying to call it in, King Midas oil for abundance, frankincense for health and protection.
Okay.
I was thinking frankincense, Jonathan. That came to my mind because, of course, with the frankincense and myrrh and, yeah.
I love frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, I know. It smells so good. I also love cedar. I absolutely love the smell of cedar. Wow, more than 20 years. Wiki used tea tree oil, lavender, mint, rosemary, and eucalyptus with carrier oil. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Have you guys seen those bathtubs that are like a crystal? Like it'll be like an amethyst crystal. I was just reading the shungite taking a bath and I'm like, oh, a shungite tub would be cool.
Yes. I saw a lady that was fully immersed inside of an amethyst. It was a huge, huge, huge amethyst. And she had like a blanket down because, of course, amethyst is very pointy, but she's sitting inside of it. And I'm thinking, wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
And Rossi says, I ground constantly, imagining an anchor in the center of the earth iron core.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Yeah. Rosewater, deer oil, sage wand, boiled salt.
I knew Annie would have an answer.
Annie. Yes. And Callie also is a healer, so she knows a lot about what.
Awesome.
We got so many healers in here that
I know. They're like, you. Ask this question.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. I think I wrote it all down.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Wow. I want to say hello to all 50 of you that are in both of our chats. At this point, we are halfway through, and I just want to apologize that we didn't start out by saying hello. I did say hello to everybody, but at this point, I think it would take me half an hour to say hello individually, but you are all here and loved. We thank you for going to each channel and liking the channel and making yourself known. And we always appreciate having you in here. We can probably take maybe about 4 questions, I think. And and because it takes a while for Tutah to come through, and yeah, so we don't want to have too many. What do we got here? I imagine my tailbone grows a dragon tail and grounds to the center of the earth. A fair flies to Father Sky from my crown. Oh, Teresa, you're so amazing.
Oh my gosh.
She has.
These are like little Christmas gifts for me. Thank you. I really feel like these are gifts. Thanks.
Yes, I agree with you. And it's funny because the year of the dragon is coming up, as we've heard so many times in the chat. And the other day when Valerie and I were on, she saw a dragon that was a flying dragon. So the dragons are making their way in to get, they're preparing us for the next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep. Oh, Cheryl, you wrote a poem about amethyst. That's very cool. All right. Karen Doyle, I got your question. All right. Yes, Teresa said, I'm glad that felt nice to you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Don't worry about how late you are. You can always go back and listen. She had a really wonderful.
We've been talking about different kinds of channeling, under the umbrella of light language, over on Tarot Stash with Karen Seed 1111. And I didn't realize just these, the visualization of what Teresa said and some of the other people, as soon as I read it, I'm like, almost pulling that essence in, the healing essence in. So it's just like suggestions are also. Oh,
Did Gerald do that?
no, I did it
You
somehow.
did it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did it.
oh my God. You guys, I don't know. That's
But
cute.
yeah, I love that's a new light language channeling for me. That's interesting.
Well, it's like the lady that's coming on tonight. She merely she sings. She
Yeah,
just sings for like 20 or 30 minutes. She doesn't say anything. So
yeah,
yeah. But it's I love the different forms of light language. They're
yeah,
I think we all you know have just feel the energy being brought in and everything.
yeah.
Um, that's good.
Clara loved your Christmas card.
Oh
Great.
yes, I sent Craig a Christmas card
That's
and
great.
for him and Clara. Yes. Oh, well, let's see. So, Teresa said, "Thank you, Tuda, for healing our lower bodies so we can walk into the energy
Yes.
coming in." Yes, we do. We need to be free to be able to walk forward. And oh, I see. Make a heart with my hands, and it does it. No, I don't think so. I
If you
think
have
there's a.
if you have the new update on your computer,
Oh, okay.
do you have a Mac?
No,
Okay.
no. So,
But
oh,
you
Cheryl,
can do the old school one though. You can do
I
this
can do
one.
the old school one.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I would just like to say that I am going to mention this because it isn't mentioned very often. And yes, the bathrooms are 4 hours long in Gaza. Everything right now is tumultuous, and I just want to send lots of love to everybody in the region. We're seeing a lot of problems and stuff over there. All right, so I have one. I have one right now. I know Rossi had one that I thought I clicked it. I'm going to go back and try to find it. Um, remember that we could only do about 4 or 5 of them. So let me see. I know I got Rossi.
My dragon is running around in the background.
Oh, that's so cute, really. It's Liza
Mhm.
says dragon needs to be polite to the rabbit, which is this year. Okay. So,
That's interesting.
Jonathan, you've worked with dragons your whole life. That's really cute. That's cool. Yeah. Wow. All right. So, Karen Doyle wonders if you can bring in any messages from Mom Ellie.
Yep.
Okay.
Pamuka. Mpako namako ka kiana 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 kiana. I do receive things, and especially today, Karen, I'm receiving physical types of messages. And it's so interesting that when I thought of you and your mom and the connection and what needs to be heard, they brought in, okay, so like what a horizontal plane looks like. It's almost as if they're bringing in like a horizontal plane, like right here on this part of your brain. And part of it, when I'm thinking about it, makes me feel good because maybe the brain is like chit-chatting like a little too much. And this is kind of like when you put a blanket over a parrot. Um, it feels good. It feels like it's quieting a few things. And they're also bringing pressure into the temples as well. So I'm not sure if you're experiencing any head stuff, including like the ringing of the ears. But it's almost as if there's this beautiful blanket being like, and a nice warm one out of the oven, out of the oven. That's not how I do laundry. Out of the dryer. Um,
Oh,
so I'm not sure. Do you have a busy mind, Karen? I'm wondering. Yeah.
let's see. Karen, You have a busy mind. Yes, she says. Yeah. Yeah.
I think what the message would be is visualizing just this, like your mom taking out that nice warm comfy blanket, and it's so interesting where they're putting it. It's like right here, and it's so interesting because I have a teenager who gets cluster headaches, and it's kind of like right in that area too. Yeah. Just taking time to quiet the brain with maybe some visuals is what I'm getting.
Okay. Beautiful. Let me see if I can come up with anything here for you. Ooh. Mom says it's pack your bags, it's time to go. I don't know exactly if you're going on a trip or you're just ready to move into the next year, but I have transformation, completion, confirmation. So it's you pack your bags, you're moving into the next year, and you're moving up on the spiritual ladder of things. Medium Kim came in. Hello, Medium Kim. It's good to see you here.
Hello.
Thank you. Um, Arlene, massage the bottom of your feet with bergamot oil. Okay, I will try it, Arlene. Thank you so much. I love to drink Earl Grey tea. I could also uh, stick my tea bags in some hot water and put my feet in. I don't know. I'll try that. Thank you, everybody. We got enough questions for now. I'm just going to go ahead and pick what I can. The next one is Rossi saying she had a difficult time sleeping last night. The energy woke me up and was flowing through me all night. Question mark. Any thoughts on that? Yeah.
Pakuna pako tita no shimauka tita makoka. Titam no tita. They're showing me for some reason it looks like they're showing me like this image that looks like nighttime with with no stars. It's like very dark. Not scary dark, but just dark. um, and there's like people will have a fence around their house, so there's these two like fence posts, and there's an opening. I'm not sure if there's how there's like Ganesh is the elephant. I'm not sure if there is one that has peacock or something with feathers behind the head of the deity. Yeah, pato titano, but it's almost as if this is this a beautiful place to enter. I know sometimes I get message like Garden of the Gods kind of feeling. So this could be like the entrance to the deities. And I got goosebumps with that. So
Wow, I'm getting a huge heart for you. Look at this. Callie Healer says our loved ones are coming in our sleep and our dreams. It can be comforting or disruptive. I so agree with that. Absolutely. So I get this beautiful heart. It says, wherever you go and whatever you do, be in love, strong feelings inspired. And look, you can see the flow of love going down, down, down. So and that's exactly what you said in this, that it was flowing all night. If you can, while you're in the dream, you could say, thank you for the message, but I'd like something more quiet now for me to be able to get to sleep. If you could, turn it into a lucid dream. Some people can do it, if you can do it. But remember, they love you very much, very much. All right. Thank you so much. All right, I'm just going to answer this question and say that she loves the leg lamp on your tree. She says, I should have been around when that movie was made. So there you go. All right.
You feel it physically, Rossi?
Oh, she does? Yeah. You feel it physically.
The one thing that I really
energetic. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
The one thing I really love about peacocks is the vision they were giving me. Everything was kind of dark, and it's like, the peacock has this really great way of presentation. And when I saw the peacock feathers behind whatever deity that is, and it does feel, it could be gender neutral, but I'm thinking it's more leaning towards feminine. But when I saw it like that, I could see that in the dark. The peacock. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's
I
a
love
god. Oh, neat. The light in the darkness, Teresa. That's cool. Awusi Malek.
the.
Huh.
Oh, really? Oh, God. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we got Michelle.
Okay. They're showing me a big keyhole in the center of your body. So it's like right around the bottom part of the rib cage, maybe up in a little bit into the chest area, but it's between the chest area and the top of the belly button. And it's one of the old, the old keyholes. Atito papa. Mako ashta tau kanaka iwa no ashta. They're talking about being locked, being unlocked, being open, being closed. Let me see what they say about that. It's so interesting. It's reminding me of a reading I did for somebody else a long time ago, where they had a cabinet in their heart that they could open up when they wanted, to have connections with their guides or with spirit, and then they could close it. Let me see. Tamashtata, it feels more like a door. I'm just wondering where the key is. Are we talking months, days? Something about 5 to find the key. 5. I'm not sure if 5 means anything to you. My people aren't great at time or time management. I'm just going to put 5 out there because that's all I got.
That's all right. And I got a cryptic message too, Michelle, but maybe it will make sense to you. It says, what you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. So I think Mom is saying, you may not get exactly what it is that you're looking for precisely, but it's exactly what you need to have at this time. So she's being a little cryptic, but that's okay because
very cryptic.
Very cryptic today. Yeah. But you know what? That's what makes us work so hard at trying to, making sense of it in our own minds. So
Yeah.
I never think it's a bad thing. All right.
Oh, you were born in May, the 5th month.
Oh, there you go.
If you don't mind me asking, what age will you be in May? Because I know, Spirit told me when I was younger that some amazing things were going to happen at a certain age, which for me was 60. So I'm super excited to reach that goal.
I get it.
Because it's like fabulous stuff is already happening to me. I can't imagine more when I'm 60. Right. So,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if your birthday has something to do, like age.
Well, might be what it might be. You don't want to be a certain age, but it's what you need. Yeah. That's funny because I was told that I would be working when I got and later in life, which is exactly where I am right now. And okay, here we go. She says, I still have a few skeleton keys from my childhood.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 53. Okay, might be a good year for you, girl.
Oh, yeah. And if you add that together, that's infinity. That's an 8, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. That's cool.
Transition. Yes. Transformation. There you go,
Michelle, if you message Kevin Lewis, the healing medium, he has a really interesting thing with skeleton keys. Tell him JJ sent
good.
you to ask about the skeleton keys.
Okay, that's cool. Very cool. All right. So we have Judith Beliveau. I would love a message from Spirit and my guides. Sure thing.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Judith. I don't think I've done a reading for you. This will be really fun to connect.
Yeah.
They're showing me something, and I'm trying to figure out what they're showing me. They bring, it's almost like they're folding you in half. It's like, okay, so like there's like a comb or a knife or something, and it like folds in half. Because it goes like that. It folds. But what does that have to do? Pati tomasz de tauka. It's like it makes one smaller to fold over. Pani tito kumash de mauka. Titamash de tau. I have no idea why they're showing me this, but they keep showing me like you are folded over. How interesting. I've never gotten something. I don't really know what that means. I'm so sorry.
That she's folded over? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they like, so she's standing like this, right? And they came in right around the hip area, and it went like this and folded over. So it's like her head is by her feet. I'm not exactly sure.
Flexibility? No.
That one is that
would be a wonderful backstretch, I can tell you that, but
I'm not going to get any more on that. I'm so sorry. Upside down, definitely looking at things from a different direction, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Looking at it from a new view, right?
Yeah,
you're right. Yep. Wow.
Unless you're supposed to be
at home, Judith.
Unless you're supposed to be a yoga teacher, I don't know.
Oh, my goodness! Wow. No worries, she said. She'll figure it out. Yep.
Okay.
I got, as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your highest self. And look, that's a yoga pose. So I'm thinking that, I don't know if you do yoga, Judith, but if you don't, you might be good at it. But you got to start slow. You got to start slow. Hanged man. Yes. That's possible.
What does that mean? What does that mean in tarot? I don't remember.
The hanged man is, if it's right side up, he's suspended. He doesn't know which. I'm thinking. I don't know tarot that well, but it's he doesn't know which way to go. Let's say.
Yeah.
Oh, Eliza says if direct access to lungs was blocked, use the calves to reach them. Continuing on the folded over body.
Ooh.
Thank you, Eliza. We are always open to second, third, 50 opinions. That would be wonderful. Honestly,
thank you.
I mean it sincerely. Yeah. Yes. All right. So we have you read for Deirdre before? Any message from Aunt Regina?
No.
Okay.
From Aunt Regina. They're reminding me of a flower that reminds me of the sun. I think it's a dahlia, a dahlia or a calla lily. I'm not sure. It's got like all of these pieces that come out, and it's more of like an off-white color. But it was presented. I just thought of you, and then all of this love came out, like like you're warm, like the sunshine. Like there's this beautiful feeling that it's just this really beautiful warmth, as if you're presenting a flower to the world. It's like gentle and it's beautiful. Um, that's what I'm getting.
Mm, it's beautiful, it's right. Auntie says that there are many layers of truth for you to discover. Look at, I mean, it's to get to the core of our being, and a lot of us are looking for answers out there. We think we're going to find answers out there, but it's all in here. And so look to your core. Look to
Mm.
your core for the answers. I think that's I have to pass this along because we got some feedback. Judith says that she has lung function issues. So
Interesting.
and you brought that up this morning before we started, that you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
lungs. Yeah. So
Lungs
you,
and like having a hard time catching the breath.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So that
Um,
could be her. That could
Yeah,
be.
Judith, yesterday we did it was all about the lungs and tissues, like a little healing thing over on Tutah Speaks. If you want to listen to it, it's only like 25 minutes, I think, for the healing part. And some people said that they didn't have to take their nebulizer because they felt like their lungs were clear. So I'm not sure. Maybe that might work for you.
It might. That's very
Yeah.
good. So yes, Tuda Speaks is her channel. I don't like sharing links. I have it in my notes, but I don't like
Mhm.
sharing links in the chat because people go over, they sign up for that person's channel, but then 2 days later it gets dropped. So it's better for
Oh.
you to go over to that channel and then join it that way. Um,
Oh.
and this came down a few months ago, and you'll see your numbers go up 3 or 4 people or whatever, and then it will go down 3 or 4 people in 2 days, and that's it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's happened to me. I'm
it
like,
has.
"Oh,
It's
I just
yeah,
lost 2 people. What did
yeah.
I
What did
do?"
I do? Yeah, I know. It's got nothing to do with that. It has something to do with getting over to it or something
Yeah.
by the link. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, good, Kelly. Yes, you're subscribed. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, dear. All right. We've got one more, and then just we'll offer a sort of collective message out of here
Yeah.
tonight.
Any messages from Sarah?
Cheryl says, any messages from Sarah? I don't know who Sarah is, but maybe you do. So
I love, like, they're giving me these cute little, just like for, was it Deirdre? Um,
uh-huh.
they're they come in and they're showing me, reeds near like a pond or a lake in a place where the water will be a little bit more settled. Um, and so it's like a cattail or reeds, and the birds. It's almost as if you look in wonder because the birds can land on it, and even though it goes up and down, it supports the bird.
Hmm.
Uh, there's just something beautiful and magical about. Do you get a chance to go out into nature?
Hmm.
Oh, it's your daughter. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Those propane tank leaks are no joke. Those things are very, very serious.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do, she said. She does go out into nature. Yeah.
It's like one of those birds that's like black and white. It's like, and I can hear them. Growing up on a lake, it's got like a special song. It's very peaceful there. If you can find a place like that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go find a place like that.
I know. Where you can commune with nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Cheryl, I pulled this card for you. It's Archangel Uriel, actually, and it says, I'm right behind you. Look at this. It's so beautiful.
Mm. Oh, that's
Healing, emotions, devotion, and integration. She's devoted to being with you. She is with you all the time, as is Archangel Uriel, apparently. Um,
mm,
and she's your special guardian angel. How beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. That's very,
yeah.
very difficult. Yeah. She loved she loved nature and dogs outside. I think it says dogs and birds. Yeah.
Dogs and birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she wants you to go out there. She said that's where you feel closer to her, the closest to her, I think. Yeah. That's really wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah. I just want to share, Ellen Quinlan, thank you for donating to Tutah's channel.
Oh,
JJ's
thank
channel.
you.
Yes. And Teresa Ford says, Dear all of us, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to be your truest self because no one else can complete that goal and the universe needs you. You are awesome, Teresa Ford.
That is amazing.
It is. It is
Yeah.
so wonderful. So wonderful. So any messages as we go out into the 12-12 at all? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think the big thing is if people who are used to connecting with anything right now, and if it feels like it's fuzzy or if it feels like it's foggy, just step back and just don't get discouraged or wonder what's going on. We are not forsaken. It's just could be something to do with the sun that you were talking about earlier. But they are just saying, take comfort in the resting right now if you're one of those people who is getting things in fuzzy or foggy ways.
And isn't that interesting? Because what do I get? I get downloads. It says, look out for the messages and signs from spirit. Sit quietly and receive the answers.
Yeah.
Don't let it overwhelm you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things they told me too, was we're, in this middle of like right in the middle of the the four corners, the four winds, and we're supposed to sit and rest. Sit and rest.
Sit and rest. Yeah. Thank you, JJ. Thank you to your Tutah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, everybody here that came in on the channel. And yes, I'm going to go lay down until 4 o'clock when my light language singer comes on. I will get some rest. Thank you for caring and sharing. And everybody have a wonderful 12/12 new moon day, and much love to you. We'll see you back here at 1/1 for the new year beginning. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, JJ.